certain facets of the real estate business have been severely impacted by COVID. And you can name them. You can name the gyms, you can name restaurants, you can name any big box retailer where people cannot and will not go in shoulder to shoulder because A, they're not allowed to, and B, once they are allowed to, they're going to be uncomfortable doing it. So within the retail space, a tremendous amount of tenants are unable to pay their rent.
Yeah.
Because A, they're closed down by the cities,
Yeah.
and B, nobody's leaving the house and nobody's going in. They're all buying it on Amazon.
Yeah.
And so the brick and mortar retail has been severely, severely impacted by COVID, and it will take it years to come back. Apartments, on the other hand, particularly with the CARES Act and with checks going out to a good slice of the population, the collection rate, which maybe is normally 95%, is maybe 92% right now. Very little fall off.
Wow. Okay.
Office buildings, oddly enough, same thing. Very little fall off. And the reason is because the office tenants have long-term leases and there's not much they can do about it. And it's not often mom and pops in a lot of the office spaces, it's firms.
Okay. I haven't heard that before, but that's
Yeah.
interesting. That makes sense now.
Industrial, there are very few delinquencies in foreclosures, if any at all, so far, in industrial, because they're still making widgets.
Right.
They may have to slow it down, they may have to change their schedules, they may have to do something different, or they may actually be closed down for a short period of time. But particularly manufacturing, you can be plenty socially distant and be back up in Detroit making cars, or be out in the Central Valley outside of Bakersfield and storing tires for American Tire in a giant logistics facility, because people are still getting their tires.
Right.
And you still need and I'm thinking about one project we financed, which is a 1 million square foot box filled with tires, literally.
Wow.
And that goes back to what we were talking about before, is obsolescence. It had like 40-foot ceilings.
Wow.
That was nothing more than a giant box.
Wow.
And so those tenants and those properties have done fine. So COVID has disproportionately affected retailers, and within the retail, gyms, movie theaters, just things that people are not going to be able to go back into with the velocity that they had been, are the most severely impacted.
Right. Come meet us over at signetinvestments.com. There you'll have access to our full podcast and articles archives. Also, if you subscribe there, you'll get new updates sent straight to your inbox. You can also find us across all social media platforms. Our handle is Signet Investing. Thank you, and invest wisely.